Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson weighed in at 61 kilos, and he's 180 centimeters tall. That's outrageous. His reach also 184. The Matrix, Vasilii Lomachenko. Lightweight division, of course, he's a former world champion in 3 different weight classes. Weighing in at 130 pounds, 5'6" tall with a reach of 65.4 inches.
I'll always go for reach every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you've got to look out for that.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. Vasilii Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasilii Lomachenko.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Listen, when you've got 2 people that want to fight, 2 fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And follow with a straight right hand. Good right hand. A lot of trash talk between these 2 fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Solid punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Smart move there to buy some time.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But there's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull them, pull the arm out of the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side of the referee, so he doesn't know.
Nice stop, but that won't score. That jab doesn't find a home. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Beautiful counter shot. It's bombs away. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Swinging big and missing big with that hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Punch, counter punch. Continues to touch him up. Defense is not an option for these two. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Which fighter will say no mas? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and move.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Nice job getting that punch through. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Continues to touch him up. There's a scoring blow. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That uppercut just missed. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
The jab not finding its target. And wisely here, they're going to clinch and hold on to stop this offensive onslaught.
Yeah, you got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He missed with that jab. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Oh, my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
A perfect counter shot. What a combination. Good one. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Well done with that counter shot. What a massive upset this would be. He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This may do it. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. I need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter-punching. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with...
And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off.
You've got to save that in the back, because if you're ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step up again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn. Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both.
Seconds are so precious at this stage of the game.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Oh, what a punch! Tried to score with the uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
You can't do that too often, because the referee is...
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now,
And we may see an early... And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that on replay over and over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Well, he's back on his feet, but for how long? This could go south in a hurry.
He's got to waste time. Get set behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Nice punch. How many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Why weren't they covering up? Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes and get your head clear.
Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Why does he continue to hold? The referee can take a point here.
It tells me so much when a fight is holding on. It means they've been hurt, it means they're tired, or it means they don't know what to do.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Looks like they're gonna try and be a little more elusive now. Good body shot. Straight right hand to the stomach. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. What a massive upset this would be. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, that punch. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because...
And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
Sometimes you got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight until your head clears, till you get...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Gonna try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab. It doesn't score. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and
better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching.
you cannot do it too often because the referee is going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Hey, those punches add up. Lomachenko on the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it'll happen all over again.